Well, you just heard it. Activism has an important role in equality.
And there is a movement underway.
Right.
Change starts at the local level.
Coming up, the fight for change.
They gathered, they organized.
I see that the younger generation is working really hard to pull together.
And later, Ted Reinstein with a call to action.
For what else is violence fueled by bigotry, if not terrorism? And what else is silence, if not complicity?
Drama.
Project Community, Asian.
So here we are, after more than a century of exclusion and mistreatment. How do you begin to achieve change?
One way is this conversation that we're all here having right now. Another way is choosing to no longer stay silent.
And some of the loudest voices right now are coming from younger generations.
Chronicles' Shayna Seymour shows us the local movements that are gaining momentum.
Protests like this one in Boston are often the front line for activists. The headlines about hate crimes spurred one local 18-year-old to start organizing. Doan Nguyen is a rising sophomore at Harvard. He launched the Stop Asian Hate social media movement that's become a global rallying cry.
Originally, I was just planning on creating the Stop Asian Hate Boston rally. It grew to be even larger. We've seen Stop Asian Hate New York City, San Diego, Toronto, Dallas, Pittsburgh, Amsterdam, London, and a million more.
Nguyen grew up in Boston and Westboro. His parents and extended family came to the U.S. as refugees from Vietnam.
Everyone worked in my family to get here. They wanted to wait for America, the land of hope, of opportunity, of peace, and of safety.
The violence committed against so many elderly immigrants in particular shook Nguyen to his core.
They waited for so long, fought so hard to come to a country that promised them peace, and they can't even have that basic right as a human being.
Nguyen says the Stop Asian Hate Coalition is working to create a nonprofit to continue outreach.
How can people help and support this movement?
Change starts at the local level. It starts with having conversations. We can also support AAPI-owned businesses, especially in Chinatown, because those have been hit terribly by the pandemic. Our voice is so strong and so powerful and so impactful, but only when we use it.
Are you proud of what you've been able to accomplish?
I view this more as a moral obligation. If I didn't do this, I couldn't sit still.
Art and activism.